Hello, let's get started today in child's pose. Can bring the knees together or maybe knees out wide. Maybe some movement as you tilt the head side to side, massaging through the forehead, release through the neck, shoulders. Eventually working our way to stillness in the body and in the mind. Begin to deepen through the breath as you inhale through the nose. And open mouth, let it go. Again, full breath in. Full breath out. Next inhale lifts you up through tabletop position. We'll take some movement through cat-cow. As you inhale, you can drop the belly, open up through the chest. Exhale, press the floor way around through the spine. About 3 or 4 breaths here. Any other movement, side to side, barrel rolls. Maybe closing the eyes, just moving the spine in all directions. About 1 or 2 more breaths to even out. When you feel about even, we'll meet neutral spine, hips over knees, shoulders over wrists. We'll find a spinal balance. So on your next inhale, right arm will reach forward, left leg lengthens back. Working your right arm, left leg parallel towards the earth, maybe in line with the hips and the shoulders. Can you press into your left heel and then reach through the right fingertips? 1 more full breath in. On your exhale, we're going to crunch elbow to knee round through the spine. 1 more time, inhale, lengthen out. Exhale, crunch in, elbow to knee. Inhale, lengthen back out. Stay here or tiger pose. Reach your right hand in the direction of your left foot. You can bend your left leg. Maybe take a bind, right hand to left foot or ankle. If you have that bind, can you kick into the grip? Find a little deeper back bend, gaze at the top edge of the mat. 2 breaths here. If you have that bind, slowly release. We'll thread the needle. So right arm underneath left shoulder, left toes can come down towards the mat, or maybe you lower the left knee. Right arm under, left arm can stay in front. Maybe you find a half bind. 2 to 3 breaths here. If you're not already there, lower the left knee. We'll begin to unwind. You can take a counter twist, open up over towards the right side. Eventually, we'll come back through center. Any movement here through cat-cow that you need to even out through the spine before we take that to the other side. When you're ready, we'll meet neutral spine. Shoulders over wrists, hips over knees. This time, left arm reaches forward, right leg lengthens back. See if you can get your left arm, right leg parallel towards the mat. Draw your belly in towards your spine, begin to engage your core. And then press into your right heels if there's a wall behind you. As you inhale, reach through the crown of the head, through the left fingers, begin to light up the spinal muscles. 1 more inhale, reach out. On your exhale, crunch in, elbow to knee. 1 more time, inhale. And exhale, crunch in, elbow to knee. Inhale, lengthen back out. Stay here or tiger pose. Bend your right leg, left arm reaches back, either in the direction of the foot or maybe you bind. If you have that bind, kick into the grip. Maybe lift your right foot a little higher, gaze at the top edge of the mat, using that drishti to find stability. 1 more inhale. Stay for the exhale. Thread the needle, release the bind. You can lower the right foot down or the right knee. Thread your left arm underneath your right shoulder. Right hand can stay out in front. Maybe you take that half bind around the low back for your twist. 2 or 3 breaths. When you feel about even, we'll begin to unwind. You can take a counter twist, open up over towards the left. Eventually, we'll come back through center. Any movement here through tabletop. And stay here as long as you need. And the next 3 or 4 breaths, eventually we'll make our way into downward facing dog. When you've arrived at your down dog, you can take any little movements here, pedal up through the legs, shake the head yes and no. Option for some spinal rolls if that's in your practice. 3 or 4 breaths here. And as you feel ready, we'll inhale, your right leg will lift. You can bend your knee, stack your hips. Movement through the hips, ankles, or leg that you'd like. And as you're ready, we'll step the right foot forward, high crescent lunge. A few breaths here to land. Get out any little wobbles, reach down into the feet. Maybe take some pulses as you sink the hips down. Press into the feet as you inhale, lengthen up and out of the ribs, reach to the fingertips. Exhale, relax shoulders away from ears, sink your hips deeper in towards the earth. One more inhale, lengthen up. This time on your exhale, airplane lunge, sweep the arms back, lengthen the chest forward. And pause here for a breath. Can you squeeze the shoulders in towards one another? Peek over the top edge of the mat, nice long line from your left heel all the way through the crown of the head. On your next breath in, inhale, lengthen back up, high crescent lunge, stack shoulders over hips. Exhale, sweep the arms back, airplane lunge. One more time, inhale, lengthen up, high crescent lunge. Exhale, airplane lunge. Pausing here, can you draw your right hip back in space, square the hips forward. Squeeze the shoulder blades in towards one another, create a little more space across the collarbone. This time, warrior 3, begin to shift your weight forward, strong in the right leg, left leg begins to lift. You can keep the airplane arms, maybe reach the arms forward, hands to prayer or hands to blocks if you have them. 2 to 3 breaths. Stay active through both legs, press into your left heel. Begin to fire up the spinal muscles as you lengthen the crown of the head forward. One more full breath in. Feet together, ragdoll. Feet about hip width distance, maybe a little wider. You can take a bind. Let the head hang heavy, maybe sway side to side, release through the spine, the neck, the shoulders. And as you're ready, we'll inhale to halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. On your exhale, plant the hands, step back, high plank. Pause here at the top, 2 breaths, top of the plank. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale. And exhale. This time on your inhale, shift your weight forward. Exhale, come down low plank. Breath into upward facing. Breath out, downward facing. Breathe in. Breathe out. Full breath in. Full breath out. We'll take this flow and we'll add on. On your next inhale, right leg will lift. Exhale, right knee to right elbow. Inhale, sweep it back. Knee comes across to left elbow. Inhale, 3-legged. Exhale, knee to nose and pause. Press the floor away. Can you draw your right thigh in just a little bit closer? Right foot between the hands, high crescent lunge. Inhale, lifts you up. On your exhale, airplane lunge, sweep the arms back, lengthen the chest forward. One more time, inhale, high crescent lunge. Exhale, airplane lunge. Pausing here, squeeze the pinky, shoulders in towards one another, create a little more space across the collarbone. Take your time, warrior 3, begin to shift your weight forward, strong on the right leg, left leg begins to lift. Keep drawing belly in towards your spine. Here's the change. One-legged mountain, left leg in towards the chest. Inhale, lengthen the arms up overhead. A few breaths here to land. See if you can find that stability in that right leg. Keep pressing down to inhale, lengthen up through the fingers. On your exhale, can you relax shoulders away from ears? Sink back down deeper into that right leg. One more inhale, lengthen up and out of the ribs. This time, dancing Shiva, send your left arm back, right fingers forward. Right hand maybe finds the left knee, or maybe take a bind towards the left foot. 2 or 3 more breaths. Again, can you press down strong to your standing leg? Inhale to create length. Exhale, twist left shoulder back, right shoulder forward. Maybe take the gaze over towards the left hand. You can choose to stay here or half moon pose. Keep your twist, so keep twisting over towards the left. Send your left leg back, right fingers reach down towards the earth. Maybe they find a block. 2 or 3 more breaths. Or to stack your left hip over right, maybe play with the gaze either over towards the left or maybe up over towards the sky. Then maybe use your top arm to make it a little lighter. Right fingers might hover. Maybe take a bind. One more full breath in. Peaceful warrior, step it back. Inhale to reverse. On your exhale, take that breath all the way down, high to low plank, chaturanga. Inhale to upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Full breath in. Empty the breath out. Again, inhale. And exhale. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. We'll take that to the other side. When you're ready, inhale, that left leg will lift. Exhale, left knee to left elbow. Breathe in, sweep it back. Knee comes across to right elbow. Inhale, three-legged. Exhale, knee to nose and pause. Again, press the floor away. Draw your belly in towards your spine. See if you can bring that left heel in just a little bit closer. Gaze between the hands, left foot between the hands, high crescent lunge. Inhale lifts you up. Pause here for your breath as you exhale. Maybe sink the hips a little deeper. One more full breath in. Exhale, airplane lunge. Sweep the arms back, lengthen the chest forward. One more time. Inhale, high crescent lunge. Exhale, sweep the arms back, airplane. Holding here. See if you can keep melting the chest forward. Take your time, warrior 3, shift your weight forward, strong on the left leg, right leg begins to lift, working towards that capital letter T. Keep firing up the spinal muscles, press into your right heel as you lengthen the crown of the head forward. Here's the change, one-legged mountain, right leg in towards the chest. And take a moment to root down strong in the left leg. As you inhale, maybe reach up through the fingertips. And stand up a little taller. And on your exhale, relax shoulders away from ears. Root down strong into your left foot. One more full breath in, lengthen up and out of the ribs. On your exhale, dancing Shiva, twist right. Right fingers reach back, left fingers lengthen forward. Left hand maybe finds the knee or the right foot. A few more breaths here. Can you keep pressing down strong to your right leg? Engage the core as you inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, maybe twist a little deeper. You can bring your gaze over towards the right hand. You can stay here or half moon pose. Keep your twist. Send your right leg back. Left fingers reach down towards the earth. And trying to stay in that one long plane. Can you stack your right shoulder over left, right hip over left? A few more breaths here. Maybe bring the gaze up past the right fingertips. And then maybe use that top arm to make you a little lighter. You can explore a bind. 2 more breaths. One more full breath in. Step your right leg back, peaceful warrior. Inhale to reverse. Lengthen that left arm up and back. Maybe lift your gaze. On your exhale, take that breath all the way down, chaturanga, high to low plank. Inhale to upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Breathe in. Breathe out. Ujjayi breath in. Ujjayi breath out. Inhale. And exhale. Inhaling this time, right leg will lift. You can bend your knee, stack your hips. Stay here or flip your dog. If you're flip, press down as you lift your hips. Maybe spiral the chest open. Right fingers lengthen towards the top edge of the mat. And 2 or 3 breaths here, option for an early wheel if that's in your practice. One more full breath in. Stay for the exhale. Warrior 2, take your time, right knee in towards the chest. Step it forward. Take your time to land. First time here, you can take any little movements that you need, take some pulses, maybe flip palms up towards the sky. About 2 or 3 breaths. Maybe finding stillness, you can maybe bring your feet a bit further apart. Sink the hips a little deeper, maybe even working that right thigh towards parallel. Really reach through the fingertips, create length across the upper back. Inhale to reverse, peaceful warrior. On your exhale, goddess pose, heels in, toes out, bend your knees, cactus the arms. Inhale, open up. Exhale, goddess. Inhale, open up, 5-pointed star. This time, prasarita, wide leg forward fold, pivot the toes parallel towards one another, maybe slightly pigeon-toed. Soft bend in the knees as you exhale, begin to dive forward. For this first one, we'll take a wide leg down dog. You can walk the hands forward as you create length through the spine. On your exhale, maybe melt your chest behind you. 2 or 3 more breaths here. Any other variation you want to take in your wide forward fold? If you're not already there, we'll come back through center. Hands to hips, strong core, flat back. Begin to lift back up to standing. High crescent lunge over towards the left. Pivot the toes, the gaze over towards the left foot. As you inhale, you can lengthen the arms up overhead. And exhale, sink the hips a little deeper, relax shoulders away from ears. One more full breath in. On your exhale, airplane lunge, sweep the arms back, lengthen the chest forward. Diagonal lunge, reach the arms forward, biceps by the ears. Holding here. Can you relax shoulders away from ears, draw your belly in towards your spine. And draw your left hip back in space, square the hips forward. Keep pressing through your right foot as you inhale, lengthen through the crown of the head. Hands to prayer, pause here for a breath. As you inhale, again, lengthen through the crown of the head. This time, revolved crescent lunge. Twist over towards the left, hook your right elbow around your left thigh. Always option to lower the right knee. Otherwise, can you stay active through both legs? So press into your right heel. As you inhale, lengthen up through the spine, all the way through the crown of the head. And on your exhale, twist a little deeper, left shoulder back, right shoulder forward. Option for some variations here. You can open up the arms, maybe take a side crow. 2 or 3 more breaths. Take your time. As you're ready, we'll make our way to a forward fold. Square the chest forward, feet together. A few breaths here. You can let the head hang heavy, maybe shake the head yes and no. Eventually, we'll inhale to halfway lift, flat spine. And on your exhale, plant the hands, step or jump back, chaturanga, high to low plank. Inhale to upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Full breath in. Full breath out. Inhale and exhale. Breathe in and empty the breath out. Other side, inhale, left leg will lift. You can bend your knee, stack your hips. Stay here or flip. A few breaths here. For your flip, press down, lift your hips as you maybe spiral the chest open. Option for an early wheel. 2 or 3 more breaths here. Take your time, nice and slow. Make your way to warrior 2. Bring your left leg in towards the chest wherever you are. Step your left foot forward, warrior 2. First time on this side, so a few breaths to land. You can take some pulses as you maybe shift your weight up and down or maybe forward and back. Option to flip palms up towards the sky to invite a little more ease into the shoulders. Maybe play with the distance of the feet. Take another full breath in and stay for the exhale. Inhale, peaceful warrior. Left arm lengthens up and back, reverse. On your exhale, goddess pose. Heels in, toes out. Bend your knees, cactus the arms. One more time. Inhale, open up. Exhale, goddess. Inhale, open up, 5-pointed star. This time, wide leg forward fold. Lengthen the chest forward. You can sweep the arms down. On the second side, I'll offer a twist. You can start by bringing your left hand underneath the nose, right hand to hip, or maybe fingers lengthen up towards the sky. Option to go a little deeper. You can take left hand to right ankle, maybe a half bind, right arm around the low back. 2 or 3 breaths here. And take your time. If you're in that twist, we'll switch sides. Right hand underneath the nose, left hand to hip. Option to bring right hand to left ankle this time. Left fingers can extend up towards the sky, or option for the half bind. 2 or 3 more breaths. When you feel about even, we'll come back through center. Hands to hips, strong core, flat back. Begin to lengthen back up to standing. High crescent lunge to the right. Pivot the toes, the gaze over towards the right foot. Arms can lengthen up overhead. On your exhale, maybe sink hips a little deeper. Relax shoulders away from ears. One more full breath in. On your exhale, airplane lunge, sweep the arms back, lengthen the chest forward. Pausing here, draw your right hip back in space. Strong through the core as you inhale, diagonal lunge, send the fingers forward, biceps by the ears. 2 more breaths. Stay strong through the legs, strong through the core. Keep the chest where it is, hands to heart center. One more inhale, lengthen the chest forward. On your exhale, twist to right, revolved crescent lunge. Hook that left elbow around the right leg. Stay strong through both legs. Always option to lower the left knee. Wherever you are, see if you can inhale to create length. Exhale, maybe twist a little deeper. Option for some variations. You can open up the arms, take a bind. Option for that side crow if you did so on the other side. 2 to 3 breaths. Whenever you feel ready, we'll unwind, forward fold, feet together, let the head hang heavy. You can shake out the legs, maybe sway side to side, release through the neck, the shoulders, the spine. And as you're ready, we'll inhale to halfway lift. Plant the hands, step or jump back, chaturanga, high to low plank. Inhale to upward facing, and exhale, downward facing. Full breath in, full breath out. Inhale and exhale. One more full breath in, fill up through the lungs. Open mouth, let it go. All right, let's put that all together. On your next inhale, right leg will lift. Exhale, right knee to right elbow. Inhale, sweep it back. Knee comes across to left, fallen star, straighten the right leg, left arm opens up. Press down as you spiral the chest open, maybe hover the right foot. One more inhale. Plant the hand, sweep it back three-legged. Step it forward, high crescent lunge. Inhale brings you up to standing. Exhale, root down, sink the hips a little deeper. One more full breath in. Exhale, airplane lunge. Sweep the arms back, lengthen the chest forward. Pause here. Squeeze the pinkies in towards one another. Take your time, warrior three. Begin to shift your weight forward. Strong on the right leg, left leg begins to lift. Strong through the core and the spinal muscles. Working towards that capital letter T. 2 more breaths. Keep pressing through that left leg as you inhale, create length through the crown of the head. Take your time, one-legged mountain, left leg in towards the chest, sweep the arms up overhead. Root down into your standing leg, inhale, lengthen up through the crown of the head. This time on your exhale, twist left, dancing Shiva. Take another full breath in. And stay for the exhale, maybe twist a little deeper, right hand to the knee, maybe reaches towards the knife edge of the foot. Your choice, stay here or half moon pose. Keep your twist, send your left leg back, reach the right fingers down towards the earth. See if you can keep stacking left shoulder over right, maybe lift your gaze. One more full breath in. Peaceful warrior, step it back, inhale to reverse. On your next exhale, goddess pose. Pivot the toes, bend your knee, sink your hips, cactus the arms. Inhale, open up. One more time, goddess, exhale. Inhale, open up, 5-pointed star. Wide leg forward fold, pivot the toes, begin to fold forward. Full breath in. Full breath out. One more inhale. And exhale. Hands to hips, strong core, flat back, begin to lift back up. High crescent lunge over towards the left. Pivot the toes, the gaze over towards the left leg, sweep the arms up overhead. On your exhale, bend your knees, sink the hips a little deeper, working left thigh towards parallel. One more inhale. Airplane lunge, sweep the arms back, exhale. Keep your chest low, sweep the arms forward, diagonal lunge. Pausing here. Keep lengthening the chest forward. Hands to heart. As you inhale, lengthen the crown of the head forward. Exhale, twist left, revolves crescent lunge. Full breath in, find length. Exhale, twist a little deeper, left shoulder back, right shoulder under. You can choose to stay here, lower the back knee, or maybe find a revolved half moon. Keep your twist. Strong on the left leg, begin to shift your weight forward. Extra challenge, hands can stay to prayer, or maybe right hand reaches down towards the mat. 2 or 3 breaths here. Option to explore, bind left hand to right foot if you're in that revolved half moon. If you have that bind, maybe play with floating the right fingers. One more full breath in. Forward fold, feet together. Let the head hang heavy. You can pedal out through the legs, maybe shake the head yes and no. You can choose to stay here or maybe find a malasana. Heels in, toes out, bend your knees, sink your hips, finding your yogi squat. You can choose to stay here or maybe find a crow pose. Wherever you are, 2 more breaths. Breathe in, breathe out. One more inhale. Step or jump back, chaturanga, high to low plank. Inhale to upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. 3 breaths. Breathe in, breathe out. Inhale and exhale. Full breath in. Open mouth, let it go. Other side, inhale, left leg will lift. Exhale, left knee to left elbow. Breathe in, sweep it back. Knee comes across to right, fallen star, straighten the left leg, right arm begins to open up. Press down, lift up, maybe hover the left leg. Begin to spiral the chest open. One more full breath in. Plant the hands, sweep it back, 3-legged. As you're ready, left foot between the hands, high crescent lunge. Inhale brings you up to standing. And use your exhale to root down. Take a moment, reconnect with the breath. As you inhale, can you lengthen up and out of the ribs, reach through the fingertips? Exhale, airplane lunge, sweep the arms back, lengthen the chest forward. Pausing here, can you square your left hip back in space? Take your time, warrior 3, shift your weight forward. Right leg begins to lift. You can keep the airplane arms. Keep engaging through the spinal muscles. And working towards that capital letter T. Take your time, one-legged mountain, right leg in towards the chest. Lengthen the arms up overhead. On your exhale, root down, relax shoulders away from ears. One more full breath in. Dancing Shiva, twist right fingers, lengthen back. Left hand to knee or maybe towards the knife edge of the foot. 2 more breaths. Can you press down strong to the standing leg? Inhale to create length. Exhale, twist right shoulder back, left shoulder forward. Your choice, you can choose to stay here or half moon pose. Keep your twist, left fingers lengthen down towards the mat. Send your right leg up and back. Keep stacking that right shoulder over left, squaring the hips, the chest over towards the right. 2 more breaths. One more full breath in. Peaceful warrior, step it back, inhale to reverse. On your exhale, goddess pose, heels in, toes out, bend your knees, cactus the arms. One more time, inhale. And exhale, goddess. Inhale, open up. Prasarita, wide leg forward fold, pivot the toes, begin to fold forward, 2 to 3 breaths here. As you feel ready, hands to hips, strong core, flat back, begin to lift back up to standing. High crescent lunge over towards the right, pivot over towards the right foot, arms can lengthen up overhead. On your exhale, maybe sink hips a little deeper, right thigh towards parallel. One more full breath in, lengthen up and out of the ribs. Exhale, airplane lunge, sweep the arms back, lengthen the chest forward. Keep your chest low, diagonal lunge, sweep the arms forward, biceps by the ears. Pausing here, right hip back in space, square the hips forward, strong through the core. Hands to heart center. One more inhale, press into your left leg, inhale to create length through the spine. Exhale, twist right, revolved crescent lunge. Hook that left elbow around the right leg. And as you inhale to create length, exhale, maybe twist a little deeper. You can choose to stay here, lower the left knee, or option for that revolved half moon pose if you did so on the other side. Strong on the right leg, left leg begins to lift as you shift your weight forward. You can keep hands to prayer for a little extra challenge, or maybe left hand reaches down towards the mat. See if you can stack your right shoulder over left wherever you are. If you're in that revolved half moon, option to play with the bind, right hand to left foot. And if you have that bind, maybe hovering the left fingers. 2 more breaths. Breathe in, breathe out. One more inhale. Feet together, forward fold. Take a full breath in, full breath out. One more inhale. And open mouth, let it go. Second set of Malasana, heels in, toes out, bend your knees, sink your hips, hands and come to prayer. 2 breaths here. You can press into the palms, maybe work the elbows out to create a little more space into the hips, and see if you can find a little more length in the spine as you open the chest forward. Take your time, we'll make our way back into a seat, and then all the way onto our back, setting up for our back bends. We'll take 2 back bends today, option for bridge or wheel. Whenever you feel ready, begin to set the feet about hip width distance. Hands by your sides or arms begin to reach up overhead if you're taking a wheel. As you're ready, press down, lift your hips. Breathe in here. Stay active through the legs. One more full breath in. Your choice, stay up or come down. If you're down, take a full breath in. Full breath out. Second set, bridge or wheel. When you're ready, press down, lift your hips. Breathing here, stay strong through the legs. See if you can press down, open up through the chest. Full breath in. Full breath out. One more inhale. And stay for the exhale. Take your time, tuck your chin in towards your chest, release all the way down. You can windshield wiper the legs side to side, release through the low back. And when it feels okay in your back, you can stay here or legs in towards the chest. You can take a happy baby. Eventually, we'll wash that out with a twist. Lower the legs over towards the left. You can bring the gaze over towards the right. Any favorite twist. I'm trying to keep both shoulder blades grounded. Maybe bring the gaze over towards the right hand if that feels good in the neck. A few breaths here. Eventually, we'll come back through center. Any little movements in between that you need. No rush to get there. We'll take that twist to the other side. Legs will fall over towards the right. Gaze can fall over towards the left. When you feel about even, we'll come back through center. Any last little poses or movements that you need. Eventually, we'll make our way into Shavasana. We'll be here for about a minute. If you need more time, you can pause the audio here. Otherwise, I will be here to bring you back into the space when it is time. And slowly, we'll begin to deepen through the breath as you inhale through the nose. And open mouth, let it go. Any little movements that you need. Option 2, roll over onto either side. And take your time, we'll make our way up into a seat. We'll close our class with a single breath. Inhale, fill through the belly, ribs, chest. Open mouth, let it go. Thank you so much for allowing me to share my practice with you today, and I hope to be with you next time you're on your mat.